right, well, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning in to my new series here. That we're going to do a hardcore series. Technically, this is season 2. I did a season 1, but I did it in 1.17, and they kind of nixed that whole thing. So I got 5 or 6 episodes in, and then the world was dead. So here we go. We're just going to do a random seed. Random seed, and we're going to call it HC season 2. Here we go. Okie doke. All right, well, we got some food right away. Some mountains, a shipwreck. That's interesting. Okay, so the trees are a little bit far off. Well, let's see. I don't know. Should we go for that shipwreck right away? That's kind of risky. I guess I should. I don't even have anything to defend myself with. I should go punch a couple trees first. Pretty wide open view. I think in a situation like this, what I might do is see if I can get up and have a look around. If I don't see anything I like, then maybe I'll just hop in a boat, take a sail up the coast, and see if I can't find a village. All right, but let's start off by getting some resources going here. I think we need 7 or 8 logs to get us started, and we'll jump to stone tools right away. Man, this is slow going at first with nothing. You ever try to punch a tree with your fist, like in real life? Yeah, probably not a good idea. All right, we've got ourselves a pickaxe. Let's get some stone. I think we probably want about 20 stone. That'd be a pretty good start. Get us some basic tools, enough stone for a furnace, and that'll be off to a pretty good start. Shouldn't take us too long here, and we won't waste too much daylight. All right, there you go. Let's see if we can't get out of here. Okie doke. Stone tools, here we come. We'll do an axe and a pickaxe to start. And we'll go ahead and make ourselves a furnace so that when we're ready for that, we'll be all good. All right, let's collect up our table. Let's go have a look at the shipwreck and see if we can't get in there, since it's, it's right here and it doesn't look too deep, no armor on at all. So maybe not the best of plans, but hey, you only live once, and in hardcore, that's quite literal. All right, let's all right, some important protein, and I'm gonna make a boat real quick, and we're gonna need the leather as well. Okay, I don't see it in there, but it's pretty easy to make a boat. There you go. Okie doke, let's hit the water, get over to that shipwreck. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and start, I'm going to put the furnace up. I'm going to start cooking a little bit of that food, and we'll just use some of the planks. We can get some more planks pretty easy. That way, anything happens, we can run back and have some food to regen quickly. All right, let's see if, and a ruined portal as well. Interesting. All right, so first off, we've got the better chest should be right around here. Come on, let's do it. All right, that's awesome. What do we got here? 8 iron. Let's go put some of that to use. I can at least make myself a shield. And that way, if I run into any unfriendlies, we've got something to protect ourselves with. So that'd be pretty cool. All right, so 1 shield coming up. Let's equip that puppy. Okay, 7 iron. You know what? Let's reserve judgment here. Let's see what happens before we decide what we're going to use the rest of it on. All right, let's go catch a breath. All right, good. We got a doorway here. That's good. Let's see what we got. All right, a treasure map. Not too shabby. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and collect the chest as well. That could be handy. All right, and there should be another chest right on the other side. Let's go see what we can find. Potatoes. Ooh, a little bit of gear. Okay, bamboo, I'll take that. And let's get out of Dodge. All right, I'm going to jump down one more time because there were some more iron ingots in the main chest. And a little bit of gold. Alright, so that food is done. Let's regen a little bit. See, now I'm glad I waited to make any armor, because I should have looked to make sure that, oh, protection 4, not bad. Blast protection, that's cool. Usually pretty prone to, you know, creepers early on. All right, so I'm going to make a note of these coordinates here. All right, so I turned the ingots. We had 9 ingots, so or 9 nuggets, so I was able to turn that into another ingot. So we have 8 iron ingots left. We got a buried treasure map here. I tell you what, before I make any more, let's go take a look at the treasure. I have a feeling we're going to end up kind of having to just mine overnight or something, because we're stumbling across some good opportunities here, and so we're not really locating sheep and stuff like that. Let's have a look at this treasure map and see where it is. How far is it? We don't appear to be moving on the map yet. Okay, this is getting us closer to the treasure. I guess that would make sense, because there is sand right over here. So, all right, it's getting late on us. I think we're going to need to hit the shore and do a little bit of mining or something here. Okay, yeah, since we didn't find enough wool to make a bed, we're going to go do some mining. All right, so ran into a little more iron here. So between what we got off the ship and what we're finding here, we're off to a good start on as far as iron goes. All right, so we got the sun coming up. It was a pretty uneventful night. Collected a lot of stone, mostly. 4 pieces of iron, so I'll take it. All right, let's see if anybody jumped in our boat. They did not. Okay, great. So let's get back on the hunt. All right, yeah, map's filling in, so we are just about there. I think it's going to be right about here. There we go. All right, diamonds. 2 diamonds. Nice. A whole bunch of iron. Wow. All right, some prismarine crystals. This is a nice find. Heart of the sea could be very useful. Some more food. All right, we're going to take the chest as well. Okay, so we've done very well so far, except we really need some sheep. We gotta be able to sleep. Nothing on that thing. Okay, so we'll put the chest plate on. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I just broke my crafting table. I'm gonna go ahead and make a an iron cap here, and then we'll at least have a full set of armor of sorts. There you go. And, you know, I got enough to make a sword now. I could probably make a sword. Inventory's filling up quickly, but we've got some stuff we can get rid of here. All right, I'm going to collect my boat real quick, and let's go up here, and let's have a look around. See if we can find some sheep at least. Maybe we'll get lucky, find ourselves a village. All right, I'm going to climb up here, and let's see what we can find. I should have made myself a bucket. Okay, let's have us a little look around. Well, there's some sheep. Well, for a lack of better target, let's go do that. Maybe we'll get lucky and because I think we have 1 black wool right now and 1 gray. Maybe we'll get lucky and get 2 wool off of one of them. Ooh, okay, here we go. We got a bunch of sheep. All right, we got 2 white wool. All right, so I messed up there, and we got caught overnight again with no wool, no 3rd wool, so I couldn't make a bed. So I just put a hole in the wall, but then I spied some, and so when I put the hole in the wall, I stopped the camera from recording. I figured, well, I'll just start it again when the sun comes up, and then of course, I got distracted because I saw a sheep out my little cubby hole, so I went out there and I got the other sheep and got a bed, slept the night away, and I forgot to turn the camera on. So the only thing that happened was I got that 3rd piece of wool, we made a bed, we slept, and then I ran back towards the water here, and we are back in the water. So sorry about that. That was definitely a big flub on my part, but you really didn't miss anything. All right, so now the strategy is we can sleep anytime now, so we're in pretty good shape. I just want to find a village, so I think that's what's on tap here. I really want to find a village. Specifically, I'd like to find a village on the coast. All right, well, we've been on the water for a little bit, and this looks like a plains biome over here. So I think I'm going to just do a change of plan. I was hoping to find a village on the coast. I know eventually we'd run into one, but, you know, I'd like to just move on. So maybe we can find a village here on the plains. So let's go have a look at that. Okay, so we're going to try to get up to a little bit higher ground. Okay, so obviously we're on the edge of a taiga here. We got some wolves. I've got... no bone. I didn't pick up any bones, right? No bones, so can't tame them. That's something we're going to definitely work on, though. Do I have any? I don't have any spots left. There's some cows. Well, we're in a plain, so cows will be pretty easy to find usually. All right, I turned around a little bit and a whole bunch of sheep, and we're right here on a village. I'm not sure how I missed this. But I'm glad I spotted the plains from the water as we were sailing by, because there's a village right here and it's near the coast. That's exactly what I was looking for. All right, well, that is fantastic. Ooh, and there's a blacksmith. Is that possibly a library here, maybe? No. Let's go visit the blacksmith. Sometimes you can get some good stuff there. Hello, Mr. Blacksmith. What you got for us? Oh, an iron cap. Of course, that's the one thing I use my iron on. A little bit of gold, I'll take that. And we'll leave the rest of it there. Okay, cool. All right, I tell you what we're going to do. Let's find the edge of the village here. We've done pretty well on iron, but I want to make sure that we don't have a problem. So we're going to make a quick little iron farm here. And I just got to find the right spot. I want to kind of go on the edge of town. All right, great. This looks pretty good. Just take a quick listen. Hey, could you guys cows be quiet for a minute? I want to hear if there's any mobs under here. Well, you're not cooperating. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to dig. All right, so we're going to do a trench here. It's going to be 4 wide and it's going to be 8 deep. And we're going to do 5 wide because then we have to be able to pillar ourselves out. All right, so we want to go 8 deep. The thing is, you just want to make sure you're not hearing a bunch of mob sounds, because you don't want the if there's a cave underneath here that's 3 tall, it's possible that the golems will be spawning in the caves, and we don't want that. Okay, so now we want to go 1 more in, and we want to go 4 high, because in order for villagers to breed, you've got to be 3 high. Now, I'm going to get a bunch down here right away, but I'm going to go ahead just out of habit here, and I'm going to make this 4 high. And we need 5 beds. That's right. Okay, so we do need 5. We need 5 beds down here, so we got to go 5 wide. All right, and then I'm going to channel my way out of here. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 tall, 2 deep. Okay, great. We can get 5 beds down here, no problem. All right, and then keep an eye on the sun. All right, and so then the other thing is we want to skip 1 space, and then we want to dig a 5 by 5 hole, a pit, and we want it to be 3 deep. Okay, here you go. We got a 5 by 5 pit, and it's 3 holes deep. Now we just got to take some dirt, and the kill mechanism, we're just going to suffocate the iron golems. All right, so you want to have this situated where there is a block of dirt every other space. Okay, boom, there you go. You got a 5 by 5, 4 blocks floating just like that. Okay, so now we got a, that'll be the killing mechanism for now. Now, as soon as we get the iron golem here, now we did collect some iron, so I could go right to make a hopper and put a lava killing mechanism in here, assuming I could find a little bit of lava. But I'm gonna, just to demonstrate how easy this thing, and I'll put a link down in the description. This iron farm right here is based on a couple of different iron farms, and I'll put a link down to them, how I came up with this based on the other 2 iron farms. And this is like the easiest, lowest resources needed iron farm I've ever seen. There may be better ones out there, but I've not seen one. So I'll put a link to the 2 that I based this on in the description. Let's have a quick sleep. We need to go collect some beds. Okay, so I'll tell you what, let's pick a house here to set up in. We'll go ahead and set up in the blacksmith's house just for right now, because he's got a chest in there for sure, and I got to make a little bit of inventory space. So let's unload a little bit of this inventory. Okay, fantastic. So all we gotta do, we gotta go collect up some beds. So we need to steal, if there is 10 beds in here, we'll steal 10 beds, but we only need 5. If we don't have 5, we'll make up the difference. So this is gonna serve 2 purposes. Number 1, we gotta get 5 villagers asleep down there. Now, we're not gonna have to fight with these villagers at all because they're gonna wanna go find some beds, and we're taking their beds, so we're gonna put them where we want them, and then they'll go locate to that spot. All right, what do we got here? I think that's 1, 2, 3. I got to keep one for myself. Sorry, guys, if you were thinking about breeding, it's don't worry, we'll have you back up and running. Oh, there's a wolf here looking at these pigs, saying lunch. Have at it, young man. I've got nothing to say about it right now. I got to collect a couple more beds. That's what I'm after. There's no beds in there. All right, so that's 5 beds besides mine. Okay, so let's go back and find that little hole we dug. Now what you want to do is you want to place these beds down so that the head of the bed is over the hole. Okay, so now what should happen is when it starts to get dark, these guys are going to pathfind over here. Because the pillow is over the hole, when they go to sleep, you break the bed and they'll fall right down into the hole. Once they're down there, then we'll dig ourselves back down. We'll place these 5 beds, and then once they sleep in these beds, golems will start to spawn. The only thing we're going to have to do is we'll have to build a little fence, because if the golem that's in town already gets too close to this, they won't spawn another golem. So that's not a big deal. We'll have to build a little fence, but for right now, we're just waiting for dark, and I'm going to collect up some wood in the meantime so that we can have some materials to make some fence. So you want to find a place on the edge of town, not too far away, because otherwise they may not pathfind to the beds. We got a little while to dark. Now, to upgrade this to the next level, we're going to need some lava as well. So maybe we can get lucky and find a lava pool around somewhere. You know, I should probably make a bucket. And that way, if I do find a lava pool, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just waiting for dark, but I'm kind of running around, seeing if I get really lucky looking for a lava pool. Otherwise, we'll have to go digging. This farm is going to work without it, but it'll just work a lot faster with the lava pool. Okay, so we got a bucket. I'm going to run over a little closer to those mountains and see if we don't get lucky and spot a lava pool. Otherwise, we'll have to go digging for one. You know, it's a little easier to find lava pools at night if there are any surface lava pools. You just climb up high and you can kind of catch the glow. Is that another? Did I just spot another village? There's another village right over there. That's pretty cool. I like the one I'm at because it's right near the coast, which is really what I like, but I'm not gonna lie, this is not a bad thing, finding a second village. That looks like a bigger one too, so maybe we set up our home in this one and we use this one. If it looks bigger, maybe there's a librarian there. We use that one as to trade and get emerald rich here. All right, we will collect some coal while we're up here. Yeah, this is very often, this is the type of terrain where you will find surface lava pools. But so far, no luck. Alright, I think I pushed my luck as far as it'll go here, looking for lava. The sun's going down. There's lava right there. Alright, let's see if we can get back to town. Oh, I went to the wrong village. Okay, well, I think we're just going to write tonight off and we're going to go to sleep. Alright, so we'll have to catch the guys tomorrow night. Sometimes this is a library, no such luck today. We'll come back and check this town out another time. Okay, so what we'll do is, now that I've got the lava, I'll start preparing so we have everything to turn this thing into a higher functioning iron farm once we demonstrate how it works in its most basic form here. And I have no idea if those guys pathfinded themselves to these beds yet or not, because we didn't get back in time. But hopefully they did. If not, we'll have to corral them over, put them in a boat, and we'll corral them over there, and then they'll find them. All right, sun's going down too. All right, so we got to get ready. Okay, so are these guys finding the beds? All right, it doesn't look like they're finding the beds. So I got them a little bit too far. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to make boats and get them over here. This guy's kind of over in that direction already. Thank you, sir. Well, see, now it doesn't help me that both of you get in the boat, because I have to get in the boat. Come on in. There you go. Alright, let's get you over by the beds. Okie doke. We're going to keep you here till it starts to get dark, and then you will have no problem pathfinding to the bed. Now, let's go see if we can get some leads from that wandering trader, if I can find him again. It's not looking like it. Alright, so I have to break the boat. Thank you. Usually it's a little easier than this. I just put the... I did this a little too far from the village, and they weren't pathfinding to the beds, so that was the one mistake I made. But this is not so bad because it's a flat territory, so it isn't too hard to get them over there. Okay, so we got 2 down, 3 more to go, and then once they pathfind to the beds, then they should be locked on. So if I don't get them all tonight, it'll be soon. All right, so I have a little bit of trouble getting these guys in here. So the other way I could do it, let's try it this way. I can put some beds closer, get them to pathfind to those beds, break the bed, move it down a little bit, and then eventually they'll find their way over here. Okay, so when it starts to get dusk, they should be able to pathfind to these beds. As soon as they do, when they hop in it, I'll break it, and then I'll place another one just a little bit farther down. Alright, I just saw those guys identify with some beds. Okay, so this guy identified with that one. There he goes. Alright, this guy's coming for a bed. Alright, there's 2 down. Come on over here, fella. There you go. Okay, there's another one down. Okay, I've kind of lost... There we go, that must have been 5. Okay, so we got 5. So now we're going to go to sleep. Anybody else? Alright, so if you hadn't got as lucky as I did with the shipwreck and the treasure, and you didn't have any iron up front, you make the farm like this. So now I just got to get 5 beds down there so that they can sleep, and then it'll keep running. You make the farm like so, and it takes a long time to kill them this way. But you just you go ahead and you do it a couple times, and then what happens is you'll be able to collect up the iron from him, and then you'll be able to make the hopper, and then you'll be able to do what we're about to do next. What you'd have to do is just go and manually collect the iron, and then you get enough iron to make a hopper. And then you can put it into the next phase. First, I want to get the 5 beds down there. How many do we got? We've got 3 on us. I think 1 or 2 of them fell down there too. We could use some more string. All right. So the last time we have to go down here is this time right now, and as soon as we set up the 5 beds, then we won't have to go down to these guys anymore. Oh, you know what? I'd like to give these guys at least 1 torch down there so they're not in the complete dark, because we're going to seal them up. Okay, so we're going to go down and see these guys. We're going to set up their beds for them. I'm going to put a torch down here for them. Excuse me, sir. Scooch over just a little bit. So this is a little easier to do if you are fortunate enough to have the beds and be able to have 10 beds. Then you can get these beds set up so that there's already 5 down here. Alright, 5 beds, and we'll place a torch. Boom, that's it. They're all done. Now I just gotta get this guy out of here. Hop off, sir. There you go. So now we're in good shape. So we're gonna put the bucket of water in this corner, and we're gonna put the fire in this corner. So since the fire is gonna be over here, you're gonna want to replace these blocks right here with stone, because otherwise the fire will catch the grass on fire. Or, yeah, the lava will catch the grass on fire, and it gets messy. So I just go ahead. I just put a ring around the whole thing. Okay, very good. Let's go get, we need a bucket of water, so I need to make another bucket, and we need, so that we can place some water, and I already have the bucket of lava, so we're in good shape there. Okay, so we're going to put the water in that far corner. We're going to put the collection system over here. Okay, so the hopper is going to go right here. The chest is going to go right here. So we'll put our chest down facing this way. It would be easier if there was a stair here, easier to get at the chest. Okay, and then the hopper. We want to make the hopper, another golem could spawn at any time, but that's all right. He's not going to be mad at us. Okay, so there's our collection. All right, so now we're going to want to break these blocks. And we're going to place our signs. So we got a sign here, sign here, a sign here, and I think a sign there. I think that's how it goes. Let's find out. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and then we need a bucket of water right over here, and that's it. We're done. Let's see if we can get out of here without getting burned. Yeah, okay, great. And then we just need some stone to close this back up. So we're gonna put an upside down stair here so we can still open that chest, and then we'll put a cobblestone above it. Bada boom, and we will place some stairs here getting out of here. All right, we got to make a little bit more stairs. All right, so the last thing we have to do is, and this is not really going to stop it, but so after these guys go to sleep and wake up again, more golems will spawn, and the water will push them to the lava. And now this is an automated system; you don't have to manually collect the iron anymore, and it'll work all day long. So the only other thing we'll have to do is put up a little fence so that that golem doesn't wander over here. If he does, it doesn't hurt anything. It'll just stop spawning until he leaves the area. But we've got it going for now, so let me go get a bucket of water in here. So I got that ready. I don't need it right now, but be prepared. And now we'll just wait for night. And once these guys wake up and are uninterrupted, this thing will run all day long. Okay, so we just woke up, and there you go. You can see it's working just fine now. Now that everybody has slept, this will run every day as long as it's loaded and as long as it's not nighttime. It won't work at night because there's no zombie, but that's okay. So we're going to start producing iron now. That was the first one. Yeah, so there was 3 iron from that one. So now, simple little iron farm. It's not the most productive iron farm, but as you could see, first thing we did when we found a village is we got this thing up and running, and now we're going to have a decent source of iron. I've done this in other worlds, and it produces a couple of stacks an hour if you're nearby, so it's loaded all day. So and then you sleep right away at night. You'll get a couple of stacks of iron per day. So as long as it's in the the proximity. Now, if it's not functioning, there's 2 things for you to check. There's our second column. So the first thing to check is, it'd be kind of hard to do now because that's so loud, but the first thing you want to do is you want to take a listen around. Can you hear a golem stomping around somewhere that you can't see? That will tell you that there happens to be a cave. If there's a cave that's 3 blocks tall within 8 blocks of this thing, the golem could spawn in there, and if he did spawn in there, then they won't spawn another golem. So you'll have to go down and kill that golem and then fill it in so there's no space within 8 blocks of this that's 8 blocks tall underground. The other thing that it could be if this is not working is if you did like I did today and you didn't have 10 beds, so you didn't have the 5 waiting for them down there to start with, when you break the bed and they drop these 8 blocks, they're going to take a little bit of damage. Now, you don't know what they've been through before you got them down here. So if they already had some damage and then you drop them 8 blocks, you could have killed one, and there has to be 5 down there for this to work. So that would be the other thing to check. So as long as there's 5 villagers that are down there and they've slept in those beds at least once, and there's no other golems in the immediate area, this thing will spawn all day long. It will spawn golems all day long as it's loaded. Let's take a quick look here real quick and see what we got just while we've been standing here. So we got 10 iron already just in the time we're standing here. All right, guys, I think that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and it was either fun or you learned something or what have you. But I would greatly appreciate a like on the video. Would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. It helps me out greatly, and it keeps me making great content like this. And until next time, we will see you later. Bye-bye.